Hey guys, my name is Jordan Harris, and welcome back to YouTube. And today I'm going to be talking about Wonder Woman 1984, and most of all, I just didn't really like it that much. I mean, it was okay, but still, had no interest in the movie just because it was mocking the 1970s Wonder Woman TV show. Speaking of the 1970s Wonder Woman show, Linda Carter featured in the post-credit scene, and it was pretty jaw-dropping. So, anyway, I'm just going to tell you my thoughts about the movie and just talk a little bit about the plots and let you know how I feel, how the comics work, and, well, does this movie hold up in my heart? Which it really doesn't. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So, Wonder Woman 1984, if you remember from the first Wonder Woman movie, she was working with the US soldiers in World War One to stop the Nazis, and wow, it was really big to see a cinematic Wonder Woman film, and it was just pretty well done thanks to the great actress Gal Gadot. I mean, so far as you can see, she is becoming a huge Hollywood icon right now. So this is a big start for her career playing an amazing superhero throughout the 1940s to the 2000s, where she's becoming a huge phenomenon for most women who want to be strong, heroic people around the world. So I just think Wonder Woman is a true role model to most young girls. But most importantly, in this movie, this takes place in 1984, because since it's titled Wonder Woman 1984, and there were some movies that came out during 1984, such as The Terminator and The Karate Kid. So, yeah. So, what's the whole point of the movie? Well, there's a special artifact that is, well, a special crystal that grants you anything if you say something that you wish could really come true. And, well, she wished that she could have someone in her life that could return, and that was Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, featured in the last Wonder Woman movie, where she uh, lost her lover when he was in the plane to sacrifice himself, and he gave her his watch for, well, memory and as a good luck charm. And that left her off pretty depressed throughout her whole life. And throughout the whole movie, she sees many people with their loved ones, and she feels like she's the only one who doesn't have a person in their life. But when Chris Pine's character as Steve Trevor returns and her wish came true, she felt happy. Most importantly, we get to find out who our villains are, and that is Pedro Pascal, the Mandalorian actor who plays Max Lord, uh, an evil businessman who pretty much takes greed with the wishing crystal by wishing he could be as powerful as the crystal, where he becomes this genie. What I mean by that, he can grant anyone's wishes, and pretty much the wishes that people uh, get, well, he gets pretty sick, pretty powerful, and becoming a madman, causing a lot of different sicknesses going through his body, such as headaches, coughing up blood, and seeing him have red eyes. And he's sweating a lot. So you can see how much pressure that people are putting on him when he is giving out all the wishes that people are asking for. And it's just pretty interesting, but still, the movie felt still slow and a little too quick to conclusions with their fast-paced storytelling. But anyway, we get to our second villain, played by Kristen Wiig, Barbara, who later becomes the ferocious feline Cheetah, who's Wonder Woman villains in the comics who turned out to be pretty good. I mean, Kristen Wiig, she is mostly a comedic actress, just like Sofia Vergara or Ryan Reynolds, plus Kevin Hart. But most importantly, you can see how good of an actress she is when she plays this evil person after she acted like this nerdy, clumsy, awkward person who doesn't really have much friends, but becomes friends with Diana Prince. But later on, their friendship disappears when she starts trying to be as special as Diana is by wishing the crystal to grant her super strength, speed, and also having a lot of love in her heart, being this attractive, sexy person who gets all the attention and doesn't give all of the blank stares at her face whenever she feel like she's in this awkward situation. This is just like Michelle Pfeiffer's character as Selina Kyle, aka Catwoman, where she plays a secretary working for an evil businessman, working for played by Christopher Walken, and so far she starts out as, like I said, just like for Kristen Wiig's character as Barbara, a clumsy, nerdy, awkward person who later on becomes this attractive, sexy character who woos Bruce Wayne, then becomes the Catwoman, and it becomes one of Batman's frenemies and plus love interests. Throughout this movie, it really got a little sloppy with the storytelling, but still, most importantly, the action, it was just mocking the 1970s TV show. Most importantly, we finally get to see many different elements that were featured from the comics and 1970s TV show, like Wonder Woman using her lasso of truth more, because, well, most of all, in the first one, we just got to see her as this, well, warrior who mostly uses a sword and a shield and doesn't have much of the super powered stamina like in this movie, where we finally get to see her have that super powered stamina just like in the comics and 1970s TV series. And we finally get to see her riding in her trusted vehicle, the Invisible Jet. And we finally get to see how it turns invisible. I mean, I thought it was just going to turn invisible like right away, but instead, she learned from her father about this special magic that she learned, and it made one of the planes used in the military turn invisible. And it was pretty jaw-dropping, but still not as pretty interesting as I thought it would be, because, well, the movie just wasn't great. But so far, I just think it was okay, but it just didn't took a good DC cinematic film in the right way. It did take it the right way in the first movie, where she wasn't a superhero at the time, but just a regular Amazon warrior. But then we just get to see her as this 1970s superhero, finally using her lasso of truth and riding her special vehicle, the Invisible Jet. But yeah, throughout the whole movie, I just think for many young girls who want to be superheroes themselves by doing many community work, becoming an athlete, or any other special occupation, they're always there to have girl power throughout the whole world. For many people who want to step out there from the shadows and start changing the world by having every young girl relive their dream. And that's Wonder Woman 1984. And yeah, like I said, it's okay, but not as interesting as I thought it would be. But as always, please give me that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, go on the notification bar if you do not want to miss a video I post, and as always, watch this movie on HBO Max, including other DC movies and shows. So, if you're a big Wonder Woman fan and a big DC fan, enjoy the movie. I didn't really enjoy it, but I'm sure you guys will enjoy it if you're big DC fans. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. And I'll see you guys next time.